Trust the process. Which one? Trust the process. Trust the process. Trust the process. Okay, which one? There cannot be the same process for everything in life. We already know that there is a different process to become a doctor. There is a different process to become a firefighter. There is a different process to becoming a respectful and decent human being. Which process am I trusting, and is it the best one for me? I believe some of the questions I ask today would not have been answered when I was younger. Heck, people cannot answer the questions I'm presenting today. It is so very easy to nod your head in agreement with the statement of trust the process when you hear from someone that you trust. Well, at this stage of the game for me, I am not so willing to trust every process if I don't know what the process entails. There are things I am not willing to complete or subscribe to within certain processes. This took me several years to work through and to realize that asking what the process is, what are the requirements, who are the beneficiaries, and what was my return on investment in participating in this process. This all helped me to become a better decision maker. There are times that I do operate by blind faith, understanding that certain assignments unveil the process as I am going through it. Those situations require something deeper in me to get to the other side of things. It is not something that someone I know can tell me because it is my journey and not theirs. Those moments have solo parts that I have to experience for myself. Now, what process do you want me to trust? Too often, I believe we operate out of fear that if we ask the question or multiple questions about trusting someone's process, that they may look at us as being difficult to work with, or we just might be looked over altogether. Yet I beg to differ. If you are going to ask me to trust a process and you are not willing to share the details of said process, you have just lost me. Tell me what the difference is in asking about the process you want me to trust, opposed to me signing my name on a lease. Well, the biggest difference for me is that the terms and conditions are spelled out on a lease, giving vital information needed to make an educated guess or decision. I feel that those who want to ask me to trust the process should be able to provide the information needed for me to make an educated decision to trust the process or pass until a later date. Perhaps I am overthinking it. As I scratch my head and ponder, I know I can't go back to just trusting the process without details of the process, particularly if it is a process that someone else has developed and they have the answer key. I have put my blind faith into others many times before, being that they are flawed just like I am flawed. I am not inclined to put my blind faith in them so freely anymore. There is a trial and error period provided. No, I do not hand out contracts for signatures, but there are everyday scenarios that will present themselves that will allow me to make a firm and educated decision on if I want to participate in the process. You probably heard educated decision several times. Yes, because once you receive a certain level of information that educates you on the subject at hand, you can move forward with a more informed decision. Are you questioning the trust the process statement? I hope so. When it is not a blind faith scenario that you know deep within that you are operating in, be bold enough to ask the questions so that you are informed on what you may or may not be committing to when you just trust the process.